ask me who I am, I'll say the baddest. I'll say the baddest. I'm too much to handle, that's been established.
Hi everyone, I'm Tara Love and welcome back to my channel and to my podcast, Too Much to Handle. I'm here with Pluggy Simmons and I want him to go ahead and introduce himself.
You already know what it is. It's Pluggy Simmons, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely glad to be here. Appreciate you inviting me down here.
I'm glad to have you here. So I got to tell you, how my podcast works.
Absolutely.
I have different segments for each episode. I have a first game in the beginning and one in the end. Mm-hmm. The first game is specialized, so it's always updating. And then the second game is a reoccurring game that I created, which is called 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. And I'll explain the instructions to that game later in this episode.
Say no more.
So another reoccurring segment is 2-minute rants. Mm-hmm. And when we get to that, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So let's get into the first game. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Talk to me.
So I decided to do a rap artistry questionnaire.
Okay.
Yes. So it's 8 questions. You ready?
Right. Yep, I'm ready.
Favorite rap album of all time?
That's gonna be kind of crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of crazy.
If you gotta give out a few, that's fine. I'm with it.
I'm gonna have to. One of the top ones I'm gonna have to go with is 50 Cent, "Get Rich or Die Trying."
Yes, that's a classic though.
Yeah, that's definitely a classic. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with that right there.
All right, that's okay. That's a good answer.
Stick with that.
Okay, the second question is top 3 rappers dead or alive.
Top 3 rappers dead or alive, and you talking about actually rappers?
Yes, actually like MCs as they would particularly say.
Let me think about this a teeny bit.
Okay, no problem.
As we talk about rappers, I'm not even gonna lie. This one of these do I gotta be in order?
It don't. It's not. It don't have to be like ranked from 1 to 3.
Okay.
Just 3 though that you would consider. Your top
give
list.
you. I'm gonna give you Jay-Z.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you Eminem.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna give you Lil Wayne.
Okay, that's a good list. I was surprised.
You're surprised at which
answers.
one? Eminem?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be surprising. A lot of people be surprised, but I feel like he one of those guys.
Okay, I want to do mine. Can I do? I'm gonna
do
can
yours.
I tell mine?
Let me hear yours.
I'm gonna go with Tupac.
Okay, definitely.
I'm gonna also go with Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna finish off with that last one. I'm gonna finish off with Andre 3000. Well, can I do Outkast as a unit, people?
Yeah, you could do Outkast. You know what I'm saying?
Together.
I'm not even gonna lie. When it come to Tupac, and I fuck with Tupac, I just feel like he was real great at making songs. You know what I'm saying? So when it come to lyrical, it's a little bit different.
I feel like he was lyrical.
He was pretty lyrical, but
especially to be like Tupac died at 25.
Yeah,
so it's like
he
really had more time to go get it, to be honest.
He did a lot of work and he did a lot of work at one time. Mm-hmm. He did a lot of work at one time. So I feel like a lot of and he rushed a lot of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was just making songs, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with Pac though. That's my guy.
I feel like Tupac is lyrical though, but
okay.
To each his own. Everybody has their own perspective. Okay, question number 3. Your go-to hype song.
This is not my go-to hype song, but cause I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Lately, and really since I've been out here, I've been listening to a lot of Future.
I know that's right. Me too.
But if it was a go-to hype song, I probably had to go with the Meek Mill "Dreams and Nightmares."
Okay, that's a classic too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, I used to be having rap battles with that one for real.
Especially when that shit dropped, motherfuckers go crazy.
Yes, that's when they put the lights on.
Exactly.
They gonna put the flashlights on. Okay, number 4. Best rap lyric you ever wrote or you feel that your best.
It's gonna be kind of hard for me to think about because now at this point, I don't even write no more. So a lot of times it's just like
I'm glad you said that because we got a segment for rap artists where you get the freestyle.
Damn, we got the freestyle.
But that's later on. That's later on.
Say no more. I really can't pull none of my lyrics right now when it comes to one of my best lyrics. Cause I do a lot of different punchlines and stuff like that.
You do.
That's gonna be hard. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna have to leave it up to one of my fans to go ahead and answer that question for me.
Well, I just want to say that every day is up. That's where you was killing it for me.
It was going crazy. Shout out to that collab. Definitely shout out to that collab. I appreciate
that. Okay, number 5, favorite producer. Well, beat specifically.
Favorite producer.
Like it can be somebody you haven't worked with, or it can be somebody you have worked with.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If it was somebody that I didn't work with, it would have to be somebody like I like Swiss Beats.
Okay, yeah.
But as far as the person I work with, I'm gonna have to give it to my guy, Nell Pitt. Pitt and Vern Beats, especially because of the way how quickly they able to cook up some beats, and they push me to switch it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get you.
So shout out to Nell Pitt. They both from up Philly. You know what I'm saying? And Vern Beats.
Okay, let me do my little shout outs real quick. Shout out Pat Lazy Dad, who was on episode 3 of Too Much to Handle. And shout out to Daryl the Pharaoh, because y'all know. Yeah, these are both producers.
Say no more.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, Pat Lazy Dad, he produced Save It by Trey Songz. So if you like that song, you like Pat, because he produced that. And then my song, No Good, Tara Love, he produced that. But yeah, I'm just shouting out Daryl the Pharaoh, Pat Lazy Dad.
Absolutely. You got to shout out the home team.
Y'all lit. But number 6, dream collaboration.
My dream collaboration would have to be Hove.
Okay.
Hove. That was always one of my that was always one of my dream collaborations.
Okay. My dream collaboration is Erykah Badu. I love you. There. I love you, Queen.
Shout out to Erykah Badu. And
you're a Pisces, just like my mama, and you got the same birthday as my granddaddy, because he's a Pisces too.
See, that's crazy.
I just really want,
That's the thing about Jay-Z, man, who got the same birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, wait, what's your sign, if you don't mind me asking?
My sign is a Sagittarius.
Okay, we're both fire signs. I'm an Aries.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's lit.
That's lit. Okay, number 7, do you prefer to freestyle or write?
I guess it's considered as freestyling now.
Yeah. Did you previously prefer to write, but just transition into freestyling?
Yeah, I did. I used to. I used to write a lot. Memorize a lot of raps and all that type of stuff. But I mean, it got to the point where I started doing so much stuff. So I'm like, I ain't really had the time. So I started getting into the studio and just cooking up, and I perfected being able to freestyle.
I know that's right. Yeah, I mean, the time we did get to work in the studio together, you was freestyling then.
See, you know what I'm saying? See, that's crazy. No, but I could definitely write at any given time. Like lately, I've been writing. Like since I came back, I've been writing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Writing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Me, I'm a writer. I'm a writer, of course, but I have freestyle certain things. Like my song "Conclude," that basically was a freestyle.
Oh, that's heavy.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of singers is going write. They like to be. They like to perfect.
Yes, exactly.
Like to perfect stuff. So
All right. So the last question of the first game, which is this rap artistry questionnaire. That's number 8, and that's your most memorable performance so far.
I'm not even gonna lie. It really goes back to when I first started performing. This had to be one of my first shows. Down in Philly. Shout out to P. Cutter. He was a legendary DJ. But he used to have this series called Street Wars. And this was my first real performance. And I went down there. My uncle came out with me. My uncle, he probably just came home from jail. And that shit was crazy because like I performed until my voice was going, and it was particularly because of him. Because he kept on, he like, keep on going. It's time to take over. But I was just letting him know, like, listen, we just getting started. It's going to be time to take over. But that was one of my most memorable performances. That's
good. And it's like, I think that's a great memory simply because you had your family there too.
Right. No, real talk.
Okay, well, that concludes this first game, y'all.
Okay.
Now I'm going to get into my 2-minute rant.
Okay, yes. What we ranting about?
So today's topic is adulthood / working / nothing is free. That's the rant. Okay, so we got to get this timer out. So basically how the 2-minute rant works, I'm going to rant for 2 minutes, of course, but then after the timer ends, we can have the after talk and get your perspective of how you feel. Okay. All right, here we go.
So you about to rant, you about to go in.
Yeah, I do it. I do this, like I said, reoccurring. So y'all know how I get loose. Here we go. Okay, so the timer done started and I'm already just over it, y'all. It's so crazy though, because literally America was founded. The American Revolution happened literally because they didn't want to pay tax on tea, y'all. But they tax us on our money that we earn, on the groceries, on taxes. You can get taxed on taxes, feel like. And then everybody like, oh, inflation. I'm tired though. Cause I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for y'all to have that type of economy y'all have. Where y'all just want us to work until we die. That's how I feel. Like, capitalism is really too much. That's what make adulthood in America just annoying. Because it's always something. And don't we all say that? We literally always say that. Absolutely. Because it's getting annoying, y'all. And like I said, nothing is free. Why are we charged for water when our bodies are literally made up of water and we need it to live? It's like simple shit I don't be understanding. Right. And then now y'all punishing the homeless, I've heard. So it's like, damn, I get punished even if I'm fucking suffering? Damn, what can I do? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I need y'all to go and cut the check about the reparations. I already done told y'all that. But don't get it twisted. Just like Dr. Umar Johnson said, reparations ain't only about just giving us money. We need some economic stability, some rent control, some everything. Like, it's crazy that it can be an apartment here in Atlanta for 1 bedroom, $2,000. What kind of sense does that make? And then I gotta make 3 times the 2,000 amount. And like, come on, man, this is too much. But y'all, guess what? As always, the time is never enough because I'm out of time. And that was my 2-minute rant. Now, Pluggy, what you got to say about this? What
I got to say in particular to what you just said?
Yeah, it's like, well, how do you feel about adulthood, working, and nothing is free? That's the 2-minute rant.
Well, it's crazy because when you said something about the taxes, it made me think about one of my bars when I said I pay my taxes so I shouldn't have to pay for decisions. Right. And that was a heavy bar right there because, we pay our taxes every day. You know, I mean, not just every day. Yeah, every day you go to the store. Yeah. The prices is up. I'm not even going to lie. When I go in the store sometime and they tell me the price or something, I pay for it. But then I see them add an extra tax to it.
Seem like it, for real.
What is that there?
And then different states can have different, percentages for their tax. So I'm like, ooh. When I was in Seattle, Washington, because, that's where my sister live. Okay. It's expensive out there.
Yeah, Dan, that's crazy. Well, shout out to Delaware because they don't got no taxes.
I'm trying to get my business started there. There you go. No state tax. I've heard of that.
That would be very, very smart. And then the taxes is low in Florida. So that's
But I will say this: a lot of states without state taxes got tolls. So y'all still fucked up for that because y'all be trying to get y'all money back because Florida got tolls, Texas got tolls, and they both don't have no state tax. So it's like, in a way, y'all kind of messed up in a sense for that. But get y'all a little Florida Sunshine Pass or something like that. It's called. It's the Peach Pass here in Georgia, but your Peach Pass can work in Florida too, though.
Oh, it do? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, do you feel like it's being excessive though? The pricing, how prices are going.
Yeah, I do feel like that. I mean, I feel like the whole world is in a chokehold due to the simple fact of like taxes being raised, and then some people don't really pay attention to what's going on. So this shit getting it's getting smacked in their face when they do go to the stores or when they go in and pay their bills and stuff like that. So I mean, I just think that people just gotta be more aware. But not only that, as a human being or a person or whoever got to deal with it, I just feel like it just calls to go make more money. You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
And the more money you make, you know what I'm saying, the more tax you pay. But I just feel like
you got to find the finesse, just like these people doing.
There you go. That's exactly what's going on. It's a big finesse.
It's a big finesse.
You know what I'm saying? So once you understand that, you just got to find a way around it.
I know that's right. All right. Well, that's great to know how we feel about that. But y'all, the 2-minute rant over, and so is the after talk. It's time to get into the interview for you.
Talk to me.
All right. So, of course, I have a questionnaire for you.
Okay.
And the first thing I would like to know is, what projects or goals are you currently working on, and what can your supporters expect from you in the future?
I'm sitting on the whole, which is I feel like a lot of artists is at this point. I'm sitting on the whole catalog of music. But nowadays, like as the industry is progressing, it's to the point where as though you got to spoon feed your fan base. You got to spoon feed the world. Even if you got so much content, you got so much work. It's like now the way they receiving it is crazy. So really, I just been trying to figure out, one of my partners, shout out to Eli on Dummy Entertainment, he been telling me to pick a single. And one of the things for me I don't like doing is being told what I gotta do. And
I know that's right. Complete creative control.
Exactly. And not that he telling me what to do, but it's the best suggestion for what's going on. But for me, I like to go against the grain. But I'm working on figuring out what I'm going to drop, when I'm going to drop. I got a bunch of music. I got a project with shout out to my guy B called Heart of the Lion. It was supposed to drop last year. I haven't figured out what solo project I'm gonna drop just yet. But I've really been building something called the indie industry. That right there is pretty much building a bridge with the indie and the industry, which I've been doing my whole career, but now I just put a title on it. So I got some events coming up. The first one going to be in August, the second one, but the first one since I've been back is going to be August 31st. It's called Crowd Control, ATL. You'll be able to come out and, tap in. Not only that, I've been working on my businesses. I always been a person that work on different businesses.
For sure.
For the simple fact that, like, you're talking about the economy. So I know that
you have to be an entrepreneur. I just was saying, I 100% support entrepreneurial enterprises in any aspect. Yes.
So that's what I've been on. I just been one of the businesses that I feel like I should have put more time into, which is I had my mind set on it, but I put it in the hands of other people. But my water ice business. So if you see me on the gram, you're gonna always see me pushing the water ice. And that came from Philadelphia. Yes. And it's something that works out every day. So,
and it's good. Yeah, I mean, I had it
so
when we was at KLD.
Say no more. Yeah. So you 1 point. So I've been pushing that business so that can open the doors for other businesses. And then just really like, trying to put my family on through the businesses. You know what I'm saying? Because, I come up in a culture where everybody was working hard and stuff like that, working their jobs, but that ain't enough.
Right.
Other than that, I got some scripts. I'm in a few movies. Shout out to Bama Girl, that's already on Tubi right now.
Okay.
That's heavy, but I wrote about 3 scripts.
Wait, you said Bama Girl?
Yeah, it's called Bama Girl.
Okay, I gotta make sure I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, you gotta check that out. Shout out to Lynn T. I got a nice little part in there. But I got a few other movies that I'm in that's coming out. But I wrote a few scripts.
I'm trying to break into the film industry myself.
That's a good idea. I recommend that for a lot of artists. Being creative, fucking with the movie. I mean, do we cuss on it?
Yeah, we can curse, yes.
Yeah, fucking with the movie field is definitely, man, when I was doing music, I looked at how far my career can go. A lot of people, a lot of artists, when I looked at their careers, I'm like, yo, they transition from the music to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Because your career don't last that long.
Right. So, you have to have multiple avenues to explore for sure.
Yeah, so I use the music as promotion. So I'm working on the movies, and I got a book coming too. I got 2 books coming.
Oh, me too. Literally,
we on the same page. But that's what I'm working on right now. And then I'm just staying in the mix. I feel like you know, as a entrepreneur, creator, artist, whatever the case may be, you gotta keep your foot on the pedal. So every single day I'm outside, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm putting my foot on the pedal, and then online I'm keeping my presence out there. So it's just all about staying consistent and working hard right now for me.
Yes, that's great to hear. I want to really quickly mention that my book samples are available on my website, victorpublications.com. Again, victorpublications.com. Make sure to go check those out, y'all, and see, you know, a sample to what you're about to get.
That's fire right there. I got to check that out. Make sure you send me them links.
I got you. All right, so the next question is, who are some of your biggest musical influences, and how have they shaped your style and approach to music?
Okay, I'm gonna start with like in the hood. Shout out to this guy his name was Joey Jihad. He was one of my biggest influences, like far as being local independent artist. And the reason why, because in my city he kind of took over. He took over the city, and at the time, the city was in a whole, you know, as though they just came from the era with Beanie Siegel and state property stuff they did with that. But it was a guy named Young Bob running around getting all the artists on camera and stuff like that, putting them out there. But this guy Joey Jihad, he had a whole different mindset, and he was killing shit. He actually was beefing with Meek Mill back in the day. So if you know Joey Jihad, you know Meek Mill. If you know Meek Mill like from the very beginning, then you know Joey Jihad.
Yeah,
that kind of like pushed them to that success because of the, you know, that back and forth. But Joey Jihad, I seen what he was doing back in the day, like with the clothes, with his fan base and stuff like that. But he was the type of artist who was getting money in the hood and stuff like that. So he didn't really pretty much go as hard as I felt like he can go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, and I was helping him do some things in the background, but I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it even like him or better, because he leaving a whole lot of money on the table.
Yeah.
Then Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Jay-Z because of, you know, turning the music and then doing business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being able to open up all the different businesses and stuff like that with his throughout the music. And not only that, the same, you know, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? That big deal he did with the vitamin water, that was heavy.
Right.
And then he just keep coming back with, you know, the movies.
Yes.
And, you know.
And now he has a film studio himself.
Exactly. Right. So that's a good influence right there.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at there.
Okay. So real quickly, I want to know, you know, what part of Philly are you from? And then also, you know, what inspired you to move here to Atlanta, where the Too Much to Handle podcast is filmed?
Well, I'm from North Philadelphia.
Okay.
Some people, they say where. I'm from 10th and Susquehanna. That's in North Philadelphia.
Okay.
I'd have been all around the city. When I was out in Philly, I was fucking the city up. I was turned up out there.
No, that's right.
But I feel like it get to a point where as though you outgrow what's going on. Like, I feel like I wasn't getting enough. Now, not to say that I wasn't benefiting, because like I said, I had the clothing line out there. I had my music going crazy. I had plenty of different hustles. I was doing shows. I was pretty lit. I was on DVDs, this DVD era. Then, you know, I was everywhere, shows, biggest stages and stuff like that. But for me, it wasn't generating the type of money that I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't generating the money, and then I felt like the love was starting to turn to hate. So I felt like I needed a fresh start.
Yeah.
But the reason why I picked Atlanta, because it was a point in my career when I was young, me and my brother, because I started doing music because of my brother. He was doing music. I was supposed to play basketball.
Okay.
But it was me, my brother, and my pops. We took a trip down here. We took a trip down south. We took a trip down south. We had a trunk full of CDs, a CD burner, and that was our mission. We just gonna stop at every city on the way. So we went to every city on the way, stopped by, you know, whipped out, sell the CDs or whatever, and kept it pushing all the way till we got to Key West. But when we stopped in Atlanta, I had some success down here. Like that first day, I met a lot of people. That first day, and not only that, I met the people from the radio station. And so that first day, they was like, they made a phone call. One of those important people, he made a phone call and was like, get this guy on the radio.
All right.
But we didn't stay long enough to even get on the radio. It was supposed to be like 2 days later. So something happened where our trip got cut short, and I had to go back. And me being in Philly, going back into that environment, people used to always walk up to me and tell me, it's like, yo, your hustle will really do better in Atlanta. So it got to a point where as though I made a decision to take a trip to Atlanta, and I just came down here to visit for like a week. That was my goal, and I wound up being here the first time for like 9 months. Yes, and shit been lit ever since.
I know that's right, and that's how we met, of course. In the A, don't play.
Exactly, absolutely.
Okay, so how do you handle creative differences when working with artists or other producers?
Well, what I learned to always do is do me. You know what I'm saying? So that's being versatile. You know, being able to just sometimes you might gotta let the other artists do them. But no matter what, I'm always gonna be able to do me, and that's where that,
I know that's right.
That's where that being able to freestyle stuff come off, because I might have something where it's all written and it don't go well with what's going on, or you know the producer might got an idea, or we might be cooking up on the spot. So doing me and just always being prepared, you know what I'm saying, to be able to switch it up at any given moment. So that's pretty much how I deal with it, because everybody got different opinions and stuff like that. And I'm more the person, I'm be like, okay, once y'all figure it out, it's my time.
I know that's right. I feel like you got to have self-determination.
Absolutely.
Period. Especially, though, as a creative.
Right.
Okay, so what changes have you observed in the music industry over the past decade, and how have they affected your work?
Well, if we can go a decade back, when I mentioned selling CDs was very, 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 very big, because when I was in Philly, I was in a position where though I was tapped in with all the DJs. Not only I used to create my own CDs and drop my own mixtapes, but all the biggest DJs in the world. I was dealing with a location called Black and Nobel. They would send boxes up. It was even a store not too far from here. I forget the name of it at this moment. I'm not sure, but they not even around no more. They would send CDs, send boxes to the store, but it was different. It was different DJs in the industry who would come down and drop these mixtapes off. But shout out to DJ Drama. DJ Drama, he's from Philly. Yeah. But he moved down here to Atlanta and, you know, launched his career even bigger. But he got into a situation, him and Don Cannon, whereas though they got indicted by the feds. And when they got indicted by the feds, they was pushing CDs. He had the craziest mixtapes out.
It's crazy that you say that, because I remember I was in an Uber one time, and that's what the driver was mentioning. He was like right here, Lil Wayne literally used to be trying to push CDs or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, it's so crazy how times have changed.
I sold so many of them selling CDs when that dropped. So that was one of the biggest changes, because that when that happened, not only them running down on DJ Drama and them, they started running down on everybody else who had CDs. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the IRS and stuff like that. And they was giving them cases. He was getting locked up like he was selling drugs. So you had to figure out a way to do that. So when that era switched up, it went to the digital era, where as though you could drop something on like a site called Dat Piff. And they had live mixtapes and stuff like that. Right,
I remember Dat Piff.
Yeah, shout out to live mixtapes. They still alive, but that Piff has shut down.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's over for.
But even when Dat Piff came out, you was able to take them same mixtapes and probably like get them on there and do your thing. But people like Rick Ross and Lil Wayne, they started to drop shit that sound like albums on Dat Piff. That was mixtape.
No, shout out to Mixtape Weezy, because that's when he be going crazy sometimes. For real.
So that, that kind of like switched it up with though, because if you was dropping a mixtape that sound like an album when it was time for the album to drop, it was hard. Yeah, it was hard. It wasn't too much money to be made. You know what I'm saying? So I think the industry switched to the streaming platform. Yeah. So honestly, when I look at music as like promotion. I don't look at music to say, hey, I'm about to make $1 million off of this music. I look at music to be able to launch my businesses and be able to put me in different positions. Promotion. I look at it promotion to put me in a whole another realm. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that did for me over the process.
Okay, that's great to know. I'm glad that you mentioned what you you look at music as, because I wanted to know, how do you see the future of the music industry?
I think that it was a point in time, like if we speed up from that decade and we speed up down there, I don't know, 5 years down the line, it came a point where as though it was a whole lot of bubblegum rap. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, and some people call it bubblegum rap because of, they use the lyrics and stuff like that. But then it's still a crowd for people who like that. But I feel like it got oversaturated, and then it switched to the point where as though people was looking for some type of lyrics. At this point right now, the way you can pretty much whip out, you can record a song on your phone and then put it out there. It's just
don't do that though.
Yeah, the quality sometimes be crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what's going on, because
But apparently, I mean, they said that I think it was I can't remember what Kendrick Lamar song, but it was like that was off an iPhone.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about it. Like, you supposed to use it for a reference, but some people, like when you got them type of when you got the producers and the masters and stuff like that, you can take it from there
and then
and do what you need to do.
And then
But one of the things that DJ told me, shout out to DJ Coach E back in the day, he said if a label like your music, it don't matter how it sound, they gonna take it and recreate it. So basically,
remaster.
Exactly. He was basically telling me, like, don't focus too much on all that type of stuff. Just get it out there. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I think that now that everybody is able to get it out there, the industry is very, 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 very oversaturated. So I mean, I think that it's growing though. It's still growing. It's going to continue to grow. Yeah. Right now, and I see the game. The females is really, really taking over the game right now.
I'm glad you said that, because we getting in the final game. We gonna be talking about some female artists. So
say no more.
Okay.
But I just feel like everybody able to get an opportunity. But the thing about it is, if you got a pie and you got 1 million people eating out that pie, then you're gonna pretty much be eating crumbs. So if you even able to get that, so I mean, the game is always gonna be wide open. There's always gonna be somebody, that's the top artist and stuff like that. But I just feel like, the music is growing. It's gonna continue to grow. One thing that I do know is, back in the day when I was in school, one of my principals, I had a meeting with a principal, and he was telling me that. And this is when I was really, really getting deep into the music. I was probably like in 6th grade. And he was telling me, he was having a conversation about Tupac and all that. I think he had died at this time. And he was telling me, like, you see what happened to Tupac? Hip hop is going to be dead soon. And to me, that was heartbreaking to hear that, because it was like, you telling me that hip hop going to be dead.
And here I am, got hip hop dreams.
Exactly. So I didn't believe that. So I don't think it's going to die. I don't think music going to die. I think it's going to continue to elevate and continue to grow. And shit, man, people gonna have success.
Right. And I will say this, because, of course, you're speaking from the rap artist perspective. As the singer-songwriter perspective, listen to people who got talent in. Y'all love talking about, this person trash. Well, don't listen to them then.
Absolutely.
Go listen to the person who actually got substance and talent and everything else. So now we get into the closing questions, though. Well, closing question, which is, could you talk about some of your favorite collaborations and what made them special?
I would say, you said some, so I said some. Shout out to B.L.I.B. If nobody know what B.L.I.B. is, he got the record with Lord Baby, Sunday Mornings. But that's my guy right there. We actually got a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? We've been building. He one of the people that I actually can relate to. And me being from Philly and how I grew up and what I know, I feel like he's a person from Atlanta that got the same similarities. So one of the things I've been trying to do is build the bridge from Philadelphia to Atlanta and back and forth, and in just the north to south period. And I feel like when me and him hop on the record, that's giving you both sides. So every time we hop on the record, that shit just is automatic go. That's why we got that Heart of a Lion coming real soon. But everything we touch is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I got the record with Boosie, Lil Boosie.
Okay.
Called Winter
Badass.
Circle.
I'm playing.
Yeah, shout out to Boosie Badass. Yeah, whatever they calling them nowadays. But that record was dope because when I did that record with him, it was just kind of crazy how it always happened. Maybe one day I tell the people the story, but when I did that record, first of all, I feel like I got one of the best Boosie verses in a long time, especially the way he was, doing the type of music that he was doing. But for the people who like lyrics and stuff like that and like hip hop, I feel like I captured one of the best verses. And I just felt like when I came in that studio, he was on some chill shit. He was on some chill shit. And, he had a different outfit on, blase. But when I started doing the record, he like left and came back in star mode. You know what I'm saying? He heard what was going on and the cameras was on and stuff like that. And when he heard it could tell, you could tell he took me serious.
I know that's
what I'm saying? So he came back in star mode and the shit, the shit is history. The record is definitely dope.
Well, go ahead and name drop.
What?
The record.
Oh, it's called Winner Circle. Shout out to the Winner Circle.
Winner Circle.
Which will be dropping soon. And then I'll give you one more. And let me put that out there. Our record is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got
play.
Yeah, we got a couple crazy records, but my whole team, you know what I'm saying? And it's on my album too. Hard Times Over. So that's one of everybody's favorite records. So shout out to you.
Terror Love, don't play.
Terror Love. I ain't gonna leave you out there.
Yeah.
But one more, Gilly the Kid. Shout out to Gilly the Kid.
Yes.
I got a record with him.
That's Philly too, right?
Yeah, shout out to Philly. That record was dope too. Because I was actually trying to get him on a record for a long time. And we got a lot of different connections. We linked on a whole different, different levels and stuff like that. Did business out in brought him out to Atlanta. We did business in Philly. But it was the timing that happened with this record. You know what I'm saying? I'm down there in Philly. I'm recording and stuff like that. And like I said, we was caught in a moment. And like I said, how that shit called Born Ready.
Yeah.
So once again, we recording, we in the studio, we vibing, blase. He in the studio, and he like, listen, man, I got 30 minutes. What you want me to do? I said, I need you to hop on this record right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he cooked that record. Shout out to Born Ready. I can't wait till y'all hear that record. We got the video. We shot the video.
Yeah. I seen like the little preview on your Instagram.
Oh yeah, yep, absolutely. And to be honest, if I'm not mistaken, that was probably one of the last records that he actually did. Cause he don't really rap like that no more. He doing podcasts and stuff like that. But that was one of the last records. You know what I'm saying? From Gilly Kids. So shout out to my guy.
Okay, so before we get into the final game, 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, let's do our new segment for all rap artists who come on the Too Much to Handle podcast, which is y'all got a freestyle, and it don't really got no time limit, no time restraint. But give us something. We need the bars. Hello, we need the heat. Come on. All right, Pluggy Simmons, let's hear some.
I wish you would have prepared me because I probably would have put something together.
I thought that was the point of a freestyle.
Oh yeah, no, freestyle. It's a style that's gonna come for free. It's a style that's gonna come for free because we not gonna give y'all no crazy stuff.
Okay.
But I say Philly, what's up? They asked where I been. I just chilling in the cut. Had to get out the way. They be doing too much. Cause it ain't no way I'ma get in the way. These niggas be shooting I get to a buck. I feel like I gotta hustle and tuck. They went to Prada. I really be styling when checking my balance. My bank account saying I'm doing too much. I got out the hood. Turn up my moves in the goods. Really, I be on my shit. I be doing what I should. I be fucking them up. They be calling me Kobe. I come in the clutch. I hit all my targets when shooting my Jimmy. I hopped in the streets and I stepped to some Jiffy. Long as I handle my busy, I always got hands to get busy. I might just go land in your city. I keep my foot on the gizzy when trapping and pizzy. I treat it like getting the quickie. Long as I get what I want, then I dippy and still gotta carry the glizzy. It's Donnie and Henny. My bitches be whining, she miss me. I told her we taking the trippy. The bottom get sticky. I love my grind from the kitchen. I'm whipping them up with the 50s. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't play with him. I fanned it on. I had to fan it. I know that's right. That. Hey, shout out Philly. Shout out ATL. We lit. We're here with Pluggy. Don't play.
Yes,
all right. That's the new segment. Like I said, rap artists, if you come on the show, you know you freestyle it, don't play.
Absolutely.
All right, now let's get in the final game, which is 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10.
Okay.
So let me explain the instructions. It's 2 categories, and each category has 3 topics.
Okay.
So the categories I decided to do for you is songs and female rap artists. So we're gonna start off with songs and then we'll get into the female rap artists. So basically, it's a rating game. You only can do either 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10.
Okay.
You hate it or love it.
Okay.
There's no in between. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So for the first song, it's crazy because I wasn't going to do a 50 Cent song, but since you just kept mentioning him, I'm going to do one now.
Gotcha.
Which is 21 Questions by 50 Cent. How you feel about this song?
So you said I only get to say 0 out of 10?
Yes.
10 out of 10?
Yes. Sound like that was a setup right there.
Yeah, no. Actually, I'm gonna get at a 10 out of 10.
Me too. I am too. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, another song. I'm hoping you know the songs I've chose.
Me too.
But I'm gonna do 6 Foot, 7 Foot by Lil Wayne.
Oh man, that's a 10 out of 10.
That's a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for
that
sure.
had me thinking I was a rapper.
Yeah. I got me a crazy 6 foot, 7 foot freestyle too. Make sure y'all go check that out.
Okay, I know that's right. Oh, by the way, it's all rap songs, y'all.
Okay,
I meant to specify that rap songs, and then, like I said, second category, female rap artists.
Gotcha.
Okay, the last song for this category is. Do we need a drum roll? Go ahead. Here we go. Every Day Is Up by Pluggy Simmons featuring Tara Love.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Don't play. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, now let's get into the second category, which is female rap artists. So the first one I'm gonna go with is Megan Thee Stallion. What we giving Megan Thee Stallion?
We just giving her a rating.
Yeah, we giving her either 0 out of 10 or 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah, she gonna get a 10 out of 10.
She gonna get a 10 out of 10.
For sure.
Don't play. Okay, now the next rap artist we gonna do. This is maybe y'all gonna sound petty, whatever, but we gonna do Sweetie. What we giving Sweetie?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too familiar with what she got going on, so she got to get a 0 out of 10.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, Sweetie, but you're also getting a 0 out of 10 for me on the rap female artist. I think you're beautiful though, and shout out to you because you graduated from USC. I know about that. I'm GSU, you USC, so shout out that.
And it's crazy because when it comes to her, not too long ago, I was hearing it was supposed to be some type of beef between her and somebody, and listening on the radio, they was like, "Well, we don't need her to come back. We just don't come back."
With like a diss track or whatever.
With a diss track. It was like, we don't need you to come back with a diss track. Just let it go. So
she got like shopping music. They say like pretty girl music, shopping music. But I did see you perform, Sweetie, at the Louisiana Festival in New Orleans. Can't remember what year. So, hey, yeah, I'm still sending you your flowers, even though I gave you a 0 out of 10. Now, we're going to end with who I call the queen, Miss Nicki Minaj. Y'all already know I'm giving her a 10 out of 10.
I'm definitely giving her a 10 out of 10, too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nicki.
Don't play. Now, and let me say this real quickly though, because y'all always got opinions like, Nicki this, Nicki that. Oh, no, at the end of the day, she talented. That's what everybody gotta recognize. She talented.
She heavy.
Period. And she also a Sagittarius.
There you go. She got that Sag energy.
Yes. Fire signs are blunt, y'all. We just gonna tell it like it is. Get used to it.
That's true. You gotta deal with it.
Period. Okay, so we're reaching the closing remarks. So I just want you to let all our viewers know where to find and follow your work.
Well, Pluggy Simmons, Pluggy Simmons. I hope y'all know how to spell that. You gotta spell it. Type that in on any platform. If it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, emails, all that type of stuff. Then I got the Pluggy experience. I got a couple of, but once you type in Pluggy, you should be able to see everything that I got going on. I'm lit on every platform. My music, type in Pluggy Simmons, Apple Music, iTunes,
Spotify,
Tidal, all that type of stuff.
iTunes is how you purchase it though, so don't be afraid to purchase it. Somebody, hello,
spend some money,
yes,
money. Bandcamp, everything, all them type of sites where you can spend some money. I'm on that too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, great. And as y'all know, it's Tara Love, so make sure y'all search I'm Tara Love as far as social media goes,
Absolutely.
which is IMTARALOVE, and then Tara Love on all music platforms that Pluggy just mentioned as well. Absolutely. And then we done mentioned it through this episode, but the song that we have, y'all can listen to that, of course.
Every Day Is Up.
Yeah, on that. So thank y'all so much for watching the Too Much to Handle podcast with Tara Love. And thank you so much, Pluggy Simmons, for being my guest.
I appreciate you. It was
how was your experience? I always ask.
The experience was dope. I felt like you asked some great questions, you know what I'm saying? Yes. You had me thinking a little bit. But,
great.
I felt good. I felt at home. I felt very welcome. So I think you should keep doing your thing. And I can't wait to see your next artist and your next interview.
Yes.
Salute.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all. Subscribe, share, like, comment, all the above. Okay, y'all. It's Tara Love. This was the Too Much to Handle podcast. Goodbye. See y'all next time.
Ask me who I am, I'll say the baddest. I'm too much to handle.